Yo! Oh shit! I didn't realize I already started. I'm not staying. You're crazy, bro. I am not staying, Rob. There's no way I would stay for this shit, bro. That's a fucking Category 4 storm. I live. What up, Nate? Nah, yeah, I know. I shaved the beard, bro. It was like 5. Yeah, I'm leaving tomorrow. I'm gonna go to the West Coast. West Coast, homie. It's looking like that thing's getting ready to jam right over Miami, West Palm Beach, Port St. Lucie. I'm not hanging out for that, dude. I'm not hanging out for that. But yeah, I'll probably be out until, because that thing's really not supposed to wreck the state until like late Sunday, Monday. So I probably won't be coming back till Tuesday. So there's not gonna be no new tutorials, nothing on the site. You know, I'll probably answer like customer service emails, like people who can't figure out how to install templates and stuff like that. You know, people who need help. But yeah, I won't be recording nothing. Nah, not that far west, bro. Like the west coast of Florida, dude. Like Tampa. No, not that far west, bro. I wish, dude. They're price gouging at the airport right now, bro. It's like $1,000 to fly to Atlanta. They probably want 2 rags to go to Cali. If I didn't have if I didn't have my dogs, I'll just pick up and go somewhere weird. But my fucking fur babies. Yo, them things got me staying. All right. Let's see if I can find something cool to fuck with. What can I fuck with? What is Victoria? Oh, this doesn't look good. That's actually dope as fuck. Thanks, Nate. I appreciate it, bro. Thanks for checking in. Let's hit up Splice. Whoa, what's this? We got anything new? That's what's up, Danny. Thanks, man. Yeah, Fool did his thing, bro. He's one of my favorites, bro. Like, he can really rap, you know, especially when he's focused. That's dope. I'm gonna download that. I don't want to make a J. Cole beat right now, but maybe one day I will. Let's see. Whoa. What is that? Yeah, bro. Like directly in the path. God, that's evil. That's fucking dope. I think I could use that. Oh God, I can use that too. I have this fucking J. Cole ass beat. Fat Joe beat. No. I want 4 though. Give me 4. Yep, still fucking with Serato sampler. That thing's dope. I'm gonna wind up buying it. Chauncey, I got the damn I was using it with Studio One. What do you mean talking on my computer? Woo. God, that's hard. Yeah, it's a little bit more complicated than that, Rob, because I have a house filled with things and a, you know, and a fiance and some dogs, and you get put into a situation where, you know, your house could get flattened, left with nothing but sticks and shit like that, and you got to start like prioritizing, you know, like what is the shit that you really need. You know, fucking computer. I could buy another computer. I'm gonna fuck with this one. Where is this? Choir BM. You know, like the first thing I gotta do is take care of my girl. You know what I mean? Like, so she gets first pick of what goes in that car, and then whatever space I could make, I could put my shit in. Like my mobile rig, like my Mac, you know, my MacBook and shit like that. You know, I'll bring that. But my main rig is a tower, bro. You know what I mean? Like I don't really produce on laptops. Fucking hate that shit, bro. You just like you sit there crunched over like shit is like not comfortable for me. That's why I like the push and everything, you know, because I feel like I'm fucking with hardware. All right, what speed is this at? 77. 77. What's that? 154. Yeah, that's trash. All right, what am I doing? Oh shit! What the fuck was that? BM underscore choir. Da, 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 da. Yeah, I don't know where you're from, D, but that's what people who are not from Florida say. Like, there ain't no going down with the ship, bro. Like, going down with the ship involves like you fucking literally sitting in a closet or a bathroom for 6 to 8 hours, you know, until the storm passes, and that's hopefully you don't get no flooding or anything like that. Hopefully the roof stays on the house. Yeah, like once you get over a category 3, like when you get into that category 4 territory, boy, there's no staying and hanging out. Especially like in Miami, you might could do it because the way that they built houses after Hurricane Andrew, you could you know, it was a thing where they modified the whole building code. Everything is concrete cinder block, super reinforced tie beams, things like that, so everything stays on the house. But fucking I moved like an hour and a half up the road, and I'm in a house that's built in the 70s, and this thing is fucking wood frame, like it's in Texas or something. Like they didn't have hurricanes up here. And so you get like a 150 mile sustained wind, and this thing just falls over on the side. Damn, I wish I had 4 notes, bro. Yeah, I wish I was in a concrete structure, bro. Jesus. I wish to God. That's why. But I'm getting out of this place in November. I'm not doing this again. Definitely getting a CBS house. I wanted to I wanted to find 4 notes. I wanted to like make this like a choppy like trap melody, like a simple 4-note type of shit. Yeah, no, I mean, dude, this shit's crazy. Like, it's not normally like people don't start getting on the road and moving for, I don't know, until you know where the storm's coming. Like they don't even know where that thing's supposed to hit. Like they know, you know, it's gonna affect Florida, but they don't know exactly where it's gonna affect Florida. But because of the news coverage that Houston got, bro, people in Florida just aren't chancing it with that shit. And it's been a while since we had a major one too, bro. So everybody's ready. Denver, homie. Yeah, bro, I wish, dude. Colorado's amazing. I love Colorado. It's really weird though. Nobody has fake boobs out there. And the girls don't wear high heels. It's so much different from Florida, bro. I remember I was out in Denver. I was like, yo, all these chicks got like real titties and real asses, and they're all wearing Toms. It's very strange, very strange. They're super nice people that'll bite your head off if you fuck around and drink bottled water. That was like a really weird thing, bro. People were really serious about their bottled water in Colorado, bro. Like they don't fuck with it. I like it though. I like Denver a lot. It's that part of Colorado, period. Like Denver, Boulder. Boulder's a fucking super cool town. Yeah. Nah, yeah, Texas has super pretty women. Texas got really pretty white girls though, man. Like really beautiful white girls, dude. Yeah. When I went to go visit, it was like it was the first, maybe like the first 3 or 4 months that they brought the new law in, so it was still it wasn't it wasn't a lot of the transient folks. It was still like the Colorado people. Everybody's really fit out there too, bro. Like I didn't see like a lot. Bro, Boulder's such a weird town, bro. It's not weird, like it's dope, cause I'm food bougie, but like in Boulder, bro, like it's so awesome. Like I was with my girl. I was like, yo, let's find a supermarket. So you type supermarket in Boulder, and it's like like no lie, it was 5 Whole Foods, 2 Fresh Markets, and a Trader Joe's. I was like, yo, this fucking town is lit to be a foodie, bro. Like real shit. Yeah. Oops. What is this? You know what you are. Bro, do they even got natural disasters in Colorado? What type of work does God put in on y'all people in Colorado? Like you might catch an avalanche or something. Somebody yodel too loud. Like Colorado is such a blessed state. Oh shit, I learned to do trick in Ableton. I want to show you guys. Thanks, Sin. Why would you ever give up, bro? Don't you like making music? Alright, how did they do this? I went in. I couldn't imagine stop making music. But I don't know, bro. Like some people got different goals about this shit. Like let me ask you guys, bro. Like, do y'all make music because you love making music and you have to, or like y'all have like a goal behind it? God damn it, Sin. No, yo, I think about that. Yo, Sin, I think about that all the time, bro. Like I'm happy you're feeling better. You could create, bro. Like that's a nightmare. I think about that shit all the time. Like I'll be at work, you know, I work around like loud machines and shit like that, and I think like, yo, I always got my ear protection in. And I'm just like, yo, what happens, you know, in like 10 years if I can't hear how I'm supposed to? Like what happens if all like these loud dBs that I'm be exposed to all the time like rolls off my hearing and I can't hear anything over 12K? Like that would be nuts, bro. Like I couldn't mix records anymore. You know, that's stuff people take for granted, is that, you know, is your health and your ability, you know, just to move, bro. Like we're so blessed to be healthy people and to be able to work and you know chase these pursuits and stuff like that, dude. Like, so I'm really grateful for you sharing that with me, man. That's awesome, Sin. I'm proud of you, bro. Glad to have you back. That's why, like, he said the goddess of war. Thank you, Hit. Yeah, definitely gotta hit the ear protection, man. But you know, any of you guys that are watching, bro, like this is why I'm so hard on like when people come up to me and ask me for free shit, or like, yo, let me download Omnisphere and stuff like this. Like I don't like the reason why I don't respect none of that shit and that, oh, I do this for a hobby, bro. Like, because I'm like I'm a hard worker. You know, I put my, you know, y'all don't even know, like I put my life in danger, you know, to have this shit that I have. And there's people like Sin who do the same thing, you know what I mean? And then he winds up in some shit, you know, and physically can't do the stuff. And then here you are, you know, able-bodied, got all the fucking time in the world. And what do you do with that? You use it to ask somebody else to do the hard work for you. You know, I know it ain't nobody in the chat, but, you know, people will watch this stream later. Yo, the something I don't think a lot of people pay attention to when they're dealing with their samples, especially like especially like drum samples and shit like that. Like, I liked the sound of this open hi-hat, right? But in the context of the song, you hear how if you let it ride, the release kind of carries over to the next bar, and then it overlaps that kick. Like, I don't like that. So, you know, you want to use your sampler and your start and end points to your advantage to get the sounds that you want. And then I'm listening for the kick. Like, I want it to end before that kick. And just adjust the fade out. All right. Hear how much better that affects the groove? Sometimes I feel like giving up because I can't get my shit the way to sound. Yo, Rob, that's a lot of people deal with that. All artists deal with that. It's where it's really because, like, talent isn't the issue for us as creators. You know, we have the talent. A lot of the times, getting things to sound the way that you want is a function of your technical proficiency with the tools that you have. So there comes a time in your journey where your technical proficiency and your talent, they match up like this, and you can do whatever you want, and it's the most exciting time as a creator, because you feel like God. You know what I'm saying? In the sense that you can wake up and you can say, okay, I want to create a purple planet, you know, and you could go into your DAW and create a purple planet. You know, like people who have that moment, that synchronicity where your technical proficiency matches with your talent. You understand what I'm saying? But you just can't make chords, Rob. God damn it, Rob. All right, you ready? I'm gonna do a fucking chord tutorial now. All right, here you go. What does Irma translate into? Hit play. All right, Rob. Look, I'm gonna show you some shit, but like, I'm sure I can, but I like to touch knobs, fool. Yeah, chords are the easiest part, bro. Like, it's just fucking dumb easy. All right, so let's turn our sample off. We'll get rid of that. That is the purpose of life, because we are gods. Sorry, I apologize to any Christians in the chat that I'm offending. I don't mean it like the way that you guys think I mean it. I'm not out here blaspheming. Irma is not the goddess of war, bro. Irma is the goddess of the chancleta. Fuck out of here. All right, so okay, chords. All right, so the first thing that you got to do when you're fucking with chords, bro, is you pick a scale. All right, you got to have a scale. All right, so since I'm not in Studio One right now, I'm gonna use A minor, right? So A, you know what? Fuck it. Let's just go to Studio One. I'll make this shit easier for you guys to understand. Rob, you need to sign up to studio1tutorials.com. Just spend the $15 and fucking watch my music theory tutorial, bro. Like, if you're having it's fake news. if you're having like if like real shit, bro, if you're having trouble with chords, bro, like, and that shit makes you want to quit, if you watch, I promise you, if you pay for Studio One tutorials and you watch the music theory shit, you're gonna fucking hit me up and you're gonna be like, oh my god, bro, you saved my life, I can make a purple planet. But I'll kind of show you the basics of, you know, making a purple planet, because I think the problem with chords, especially with trying to learn on YouTube, is the people who are qualified to teach it are musicians, and the people who are qualified to teach it are musicians. They play instruments, so they overcomplicate it because they're used to playing and not drawing. And then the producers who draw, they say stupid shit like, you don't need music theory to produce. Kanye doesn't use music theory, when in actuality he does. He just can't articulate what exactly he's doing, or may not be able to. I don't know. I've never collabed with Kanye in the studio, so I'm not gonna sit here and say I know what he does. So let's look at some chords. So you have 7 notes in a scale, right? So at the most basic level, you have 7 chords in a scale. Ill Gates, that name is so familiar, bro. Like I remember it from magazines and shit. So you have 7 notes in a scale. You have 7 chords in a scale. These are referred to as your, you know, as your basic triads. Triads because 3 notes compose them, right? Let's get a fucking awesome patch. Let's go to all right, so 7 notes in the scale, 7 chords. So you have a 1 chord, a 2 chord, a 3 chord, a 4 chord, a 5 chord, a 6 chord, a 7 chord. Those are fucking chord progressions. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. You can have a 1, 4, 5 progression. You can have a 1, 4 progression. You can have a 1, 5 progression. You can have a 1, 6, 4, 7 progression. You can have a 7, 3, 1 progression. That's just the shorthand that you know, musicians who understand chords use to write them out. And each like a 1, 4, 5 progression would be the 1 chord, the 4 chord, and the 5 chord. So let's work with that. A minor, all white keys, easiest scale, right? So check this out. Okay, I'm gonna have to peep that hit. So, well, yeah, it doesn't sound like what anybody makes, bro, because that's the baby shit, bro. I'm telling you, if you want to fucking make the fly shit, just pay the $15 and just spend 30 days watching these 12 videos I have. The reason why your triads are like training wheels, right? So if I click in the basic triads, since you seem to be on par with that, all right? So here we are. We'll do a 1, 4, 5, right? So here's 1. And then every other note in the scale makes your triad, right? So there's 1, A minor. Okay. And then 4. So we'll start on the 4th note in the scale. That's right there. And then every other note in the scale, which is every other white note. Okay, boom. Let's move these over here. And then let's duplicate that. And then every other white note is 5. All right, so here's your basic triads. All right, A minor, bro. Fuck a major scale, dude. A minor. Now, of course, now what you got to do, Rob, I don't know if you have a MIDI keyboard, but if you were to play, this is called, the way that those notes are arranged, that's called voicing, right? So if you were to play that voicing, where we at? So if you were to play this voicing, that's one. Like you have to move your hand, you know, throw your hand up the keyboard. Whereas like this, it's a lot easier to play if you invert it. So you voice it like this. This is 1, 4, 5. What's it? 1, 4. So this sounds a lot more natural, right? When you shift those notes down, you invert them. Listen to this. So that's a much more natural way of playing the shit. So now if your issue is like yo, you know, I want to make something that sounds more like what people do, you know what I mean? You go to places like, yeah, it sounds like every trap song ever, because that it's the trap scale. That's a super fucking trap one. You go to somewhere like Hook Theory and look up popular chords. All right, so like another super easy trap vibe, because like trap is all about that 4 chord and going around it. So you could go to my 4 note right here, and then here's my 6. All right. Or he could download the MIDI packs and study them. That is another option. Yeah, Purple Planets is important. This is a Chordify. I'll check it out. I just a pre-warning, I fucking hate chord helpers. So, you know, there's your 1-4. Here's your 1-5. I think the thing that a lot of people fuck up, you know, when they're trying to start fucking with chords, is they move the notes around like in too large of intervals. Oh, does it? Is it something you got to download, or it's web based? And then from here you could start like creating bass notes. You can't overthink it, bro. You know what I mean? It's just tones. And when you have Studio One and you have that scale helper, I mean, dude. And then you'll start hearing shit in your head. So I'm like, all right, I'm hearing a walk down right now on the bass notes, and the shit just starts coming together. Let's see here. And now all of a sudden you're harmonizing. And then you take that, right? Then you take that and you say, okay, I'm gonna take this and bring this down here, bring this up here. I'm gonna delete this. All right, I'm gonna bring this back up. And then you go into you get this guy, right? And then you take this dude here. And then you fucking let's see. And then you start writing from a piano into something else, bro. It's like super crazy. But then the fun part comes from turning this shit off and then substituting things. So you start fucking around and see if there's, you know, something from outside the scale you could put in to sound cool. Whoa, that doesn't sound cool. See, so then I just created a walk down from 2 notes that are fucking outside the scale. You know, and you can fuck around and do shit like that and create a new subgenre inside your you create a new subgenre just playing outside your scale, bro. God, what the hell? What the hell was designer? That's another thing, bro. Like, if you want to find out, like, was that shit on Hook Theory? No way. I got broads in Atlanta, just to the lean the family. Credit cards in the scammers, hitting the licks in the van. Legacies, family, wait and see, look like a panda. Going out like a Montana, 100 killers on the helmets. So that's easy. That's a 1, 2 inverted. Yeah, no, that's you're exactly right. They just, but that's the thing. Like, I think that's why why Rob is running into the thing where his shit doesn't his shit's not sounding the way he thinks it's supposed to sound is because he's not inverting enough. So you got that keyboard sound is in Omnisphere too. But like if we go yeah, that's it. That's fucking dope right there. Oh god, this is so terrible. What is that? Who would ever use that sound? You know, fuck you, Omnisphere. You're way too complicated for me right now. Nah, it's a keyboard sound. Like I found the actual preset, like just fucking scrolling through it by accident, dude. It was fucking crazy. Like I had the Alright, so that works. Arena ambience always sounds good, right? So let's break this down. You got this guy right here. So you had the 1. And then he jumps up to 2, but I bet you he like goes Phrygian right there. I'll bet it's not the real 2. I don't know, maybe he doesn't. Every other note in the scale. Where's this guy? See, how did they do this? Oh, 7, you say? That sounds weird. I don't believe you. 1, 2, 5. File management is super important, bro. It's like one of the... Well, that's probably why it sucks. And this is all fucked up. I got pods in Atlanta. Whoa, there it is. So, bro, the thing that makes this beat sound so cool is this guy right here. And you're not going to... That's why you're still having trouble, Rob. Rob, say something in the chat if you're still here, so I could know that I'm not talking about this for no reason. But like, this is what sounds so cool, and you wouldn't it might be lower, bro. This is my first time remaking the beat, but the point that I'm getting across to Rob isn't to make a remake of Panda. It's to show him and anybody else who's having a problem with chords. It's not about it's to get these sounds, especially in trap, because I feel like a lot of this happens in a Fruity Loops piano roll. People are doing a lot of it by ear. If you just go and you set out to draw like a 1-4-5 in root position, you're not gonna get these cool tense type of progressions like this right here. This isn't a triad, you know what I mean? It's the first and the third of a 2 chord, you know. And then instead of in root position, you would have this. This is the 2 chord in the scale right here. Which, whatever, that sounds cool. But when you keep this note, you know, consistent with the root note of the track, you get this. and that shit just sounds so much cooler. So what I would advise to you, because this is how I started discovering these things. One, find the songs that you like, the chords that you think are really cool, Google them. Obviously, I was, dude, I'm not super like trying to like twist your arm into like getting my site, but like, bro, like seriously, if you get my site, this shit will be so much easier. But get a chord progression, you know, put everything in root position like you would with your triads, and then start molesting them, bro. Start highlighting them and you know, and switching intervals around until you find something that sounds tense and cool, and you're gonna get to a point where you can create that purple planet, bro. Like, real shit. The thing is, like, you know, you can move stuff around as much as you want. As long as you're in the scale, it's going to work to some degree, bro. So you don't have to be intimidated by that. And you go to places like Hook Theory, you know, and just you know, just look at their chord progressions and see what other artists are doing, other producers are doing, and how to incorporate that into your own workflow. Yes, I talk about chord progressions on my site, dude. That's what I'm trying to tell you, bro. Like, dude, I could sell this course, no lie. I could, if I was to bounce this course, this music theory course, if I was to bounce it, pay a graphic designer to put together a banging cover for me and everything, I could sell this course for $150 easy. The first video, I go over all scales and chords. The second video, melodies and intervals. The third video, I go right into voicing, like what I've been talking about right now. That's the third video. Boom, make it really simple. It's only 10 minutes long. Part 4, I show you how to use 1/4 and 1/5. Part 6, we get into a more complex progression that you could build almost everything off of. Part 6, I go into the Phrygian mode and how modes work within scales. Part 7, I show you how to suspend chords. Part 8, I show you how to work outside the scale. It's a 20-minute tutorial. Part 9 is where I bring everything together and I show you how to go to Hook Theory or go to different sites, find a chord progression that you like, and use it to create a vibe that is similar to the song that you picked, but sounds completely different from the song you picked. Part 9, go over the Dorian mode, and part 10, I show you how to make an entire song just based off of one chord progression, or one chord, just one chord, bro. Part 8, whatever fucking part this is. This part, I show you how to draw chords, and then out of chords create melodies from it. So, see, Trapper of the Century will tell you, bro. And then in the last part, like I show you the essence of extracting a vibe, you know, like listening to a beat, and you know, like say you've never made a beat like Unforgettable and you wanted to have that sonic template. This video will show you how to go about that type of thing. This is like, I still can't believe that I made this, you know, because it's so powerful, and there's no way I would give it out for free, you know. But there's also no way I would charge $150 for it. It's 50. The subscription is $15, bro. It's 50 cents a day to teach yourself music theory, bro. And I'm not like, it's like when I created this, dude, I created this in a very confrontational mentality. Like I bought like the whatever that dude that used to use Reason back in the day that would talk like this, like, what's up, fam? What's up, fam? We're gonna go over music theory today and get the chords. I'm sure somebody has bought his music theory. Like I watched his shit. I bought Busy Work Beats, chord magic music theory, and in you know, whatever shit. ADSR music theory tutorials. Like I went through a lot of them, and they were all fucking really not that helpful, dude. Really not that helpful, because they don't connect with the person who's trying to draw notes. You know, all of them are, you know, are talking about playing and playing and playing. Like I talk about, yeah, Grand Thizzle. See, you know what I'm talking about, fam. Hey, fam. Yeah, dude. Fucking biggest waste of money in my life, bro. Circle of Fist, suck a dick, bro. So yeah, dude, I teach this. I teach this all from the perspective of yeah, fam. Everybody's watched them tutorials, fam. That's how we all got into music production. That made people want to use Reason, make a Maybach beat, fam. But yeah, I did this all from the perspective of going into the piano roll and clicking notes, not playing. So whatever, man. You know, if you're at the point where you're gonna quit, bro, what the fuck is $15? You know. Oh, you lucky, bro. I wish I was in ATL right now. ATL, shawty. I'll go to ATL. I want to eat soul food. I want to eat huge fucking chicken wings covered in gravy. I ain't knocking Reason, bro. Everybody used Reasons at some point. You ain't real unless you call it Reasons, though. Reason sucks, bro. Fuck out of here. I'm gonna fucking ban you from the chat. Hit play. That's good, bro. I knew that was another one I was really proud of, the arrangement arsenal. Definitely proud of arrangement arsenal. No, I don't use Voice Meter to record vocals. I wouldn't say Reason is shit, but it's definitely not the best doll. Definitely not the best doll. What up, Top Choice? Yeah, dude, no, he talks way too much. It doesn't show you nothing, bro. Like, but that's the thing, when you're a musician, you need to. When you're a musician, you got your connection is with the keyboard. Like, you know what I'm saying? I am unapologetically a computer musician, bro. Like, I use the fucking piano roll. So once I learned how to screen capture, it was on, bro. Like, I was like, I'm a shock the world, like Juwan Howard doing the Cabbage Patch, bro. Man, I mean, hit play. You got me waiting, bro. You know what I'm saying? Make some reason beats, bro. You know, fuck around. I'll start making reason tutorials. Have all these people crying. Like, you made me buy Ableton Studio One. Now I gotta buy Reason. Skrillex is not a piano roll musician. He's actually a legit musician. I've never heard of Aries. No, I know. I know he composed that song, only clicking shit in. But that dude plays instruments, bro. Like, that dude plays instruments and sings. Like, he's a real musician. Like, he can play with a band. Where can I find this Aries gentleman? He's on the YouTubes. Is he on the YouTubes? Oh, that's crazy, sub. Oh yeah, a Sonny Weems track. Is this him, Trapper? Aries, the producer. Is he gonna get me a copyright strike? Just Aries. Okay. This dude right here. Yo, Deadmau5 is definitely a piano roll musician, bro. Like, I looked at I was mad scared when that masterclass shit came out, bro. And I was like, shit, dude, they got these fucking famous people doing tutorials now. And I watched Deadmau5's shit. I was like, yo, I fucking teach this shit better than Deadmau5 does, bro. But it's like pretty much the same shit I teach.
Welcome. Today I'm gonna try to make a song using artists. Oh, what? It's what? One of those. So that's his normal.
I want to hear a beat, bro.
Caught in the undertow, time on all my escape. You know we gotta go right beneath these crashing waves. I just put that on my life. Never thought I could be strong. Used to be someone I like. Now you're right. Yeah, I'm wrong. Never I am artist. Let's close that coffin.
He's doing the vocals too. That's a dope ass beat though. Yeah, fucking that shit's dope, bro. Like imagine that dude's 19. Imagine when he's 30. You know? He's gonna be that guy's gonna be fucking designing solar systems, bro. That's just fantastic. Oh man, that sounds like fucking Karate Kid shit. I like the hey mix man. Fuck off, bro. Nah, thank you for being a voice, a constant voice of fucking irritation and making me expand my horizons, bro. Nah, yeah, I could definitely tell the vibe, bro. Like he's like one of these dudes that's like, yo, the thing I like about trap, the thing I like about trap is it's like it's more it's as time goes on, it's showing there's more and more like hip hop in that it's like a genre all to itself, and it's and you know, people thought like, well, I mean, like fucking first, like people thought like southern hip hop was, you know, a fucking fad, and then that shit morphed into trap, and they're like, oh, that's just a fad. But it's like the sound of this generation and whatnot, and it just goes to show, like, you know, you mix anything with those drums, you could do anything. Like, you could pose in major scale, you can, you know, it doesn't just have to be like fake orchestras over it. You could throw samples over it, you know, you could go put R&B chords over it. You could take it in a lane like Buddy's taking it, where it just sounds like breezy, positive music and shit. It's really cool, man. It's really cool. FL Studio did not low-key create trap. Fuck out of here, bro. Yo, Subliminal, you retracted your shade? See, like we were talking about earlier about the chords and the voicing. Like I like, dude, I just went and took that. What I told you was the cool part from Panda. You know, just use those two chords to create this melody, and then the bass note harmony underneath it. No, bro, no. Reason didn't create trap, bro. Reason didn't create trap either. The whole like, first of all, no, I don't use open air. The fucking, like, trap is two different things, bro. Atlanta created trap. All right, as far as the word, the definition, the terminology, and the overall vibe. Now, as far as the sound is concerned, with what we think of as trap, the whole 4-note melody repeating over and over again, right? This shit. With an emphasis on the minor second, that shit came from 3 6 Mafia. That shit came from 3 6 Mafia 96, 97, 98, 99. That's where those melodies came from, and those dudes were not using DAWs. Those dudes were using fucking those dudes were using like Tritons, MPCs, shit like that. Because you don't just get millions from being good at producing music, bro. You know what I mean? Like, it's a long fucking grind, bro. But it's Trapper. It's awesome that you started when you were that age, bro. Like if I really started going in like the way that you're going in right now, back then, right now, I would have definitely made more money out of music. I don't know about making $1 million, but I would definitely make more money out of music. Yeah, it's like a Kodak Black type beat, right? Why you say that? Why 2007, 2008? I don't believe that's subliminal. A lot of simple ass patterns we're not discovered yet. That's not entirely true, bro. But I definitely understand what you're saying. I feel like the late 80s, early 90s was a great time to get into producing, because the whole budgets at record labels changed. Like now to be a producer, bro, like you really have to love creating music, because you're gonna create a shitload of music and really not be compensated well for it. But you know, back then, dude, like, you had these people fucking creating music, and you would go and you would get paid to be in the writer's camp. Like, you know, they fucking pay you to come to the studio and just create songs, and you would have the money before you even you know, actually signed the, you know, sold the beat. Then you got money for selling the beat, then you got money for the publishing. Like, producers used to make money, boy, like real money. Yo, you wanna see something funny? You wanna see something funny, funny boy? Look what it's called. Look what it's called. Look what it's called, bro. I stay trill. Don't ever try to play me, son. Don't ever try to play me. Fucking hate that snare. The kids love it though, bro. The kids love it. Nah, it's still on like 3.5.1. Nah, bro, like the trap patterns, no, bro. Like, first of all, fucking boom bap wasn't created from fucking going like that. Boom bap was created from like the lamest, gayest shit ever, which was taking entire drum breaks and looping them. People wasn't, and then they would stack the drums over top of them. So you would get something like Funky Drummer and just like put the loop in, you know what I'm saying? Like, for example, Mama Said Knock You Out, bro, that beat is 3 loops stacked on top of each other. That's the beat. And then they took a subtone from the mixer. There was like a test tone, which is what everybody was using as their 808 back then, and then they used that as the fucking as the bass line, and that was it. Just boom, 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 and then 2 drum loops over the top of each other, and then the that's it. That was the beat. Fucking, you know what I mean? Like, and then it advanced, obviously, and then people started playing, but the origin of it, and then all they were doing was they were just replaying the groove from the funky drummer and then improvising on it. You know what I mean? So like the clicking in of the, and like I said before, like the first actual trap beats, like, yeah, so you could listen to, oh man, so you listen to something like, let's go through it. This is my favorite shit to do, right? So like a noob would say Lex Luger created trap, right? So let's go to like BMF, right? So that's all centered around a brass. Dan, 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 dan. All right, so that's cool, right? Then there's these guys from Memphis who were out in the 90s, and this is like their late stuff, right? And so that shit right there, similar type of stuff. You're fucking with a brass, 808, hi-hat rolls, all right, hi-hat rolls, the whole shit. That is a sample track. That is the same track. That is the same sample that Timbaland, let's see, that was used on Sakatumi, Missy Elliott. Different groove, different vibe, but none of this was done on Fruity Loops. This is 19, I think that's like 97. The 3-6 Mafia one is 98, 99, and that's all played, you know what I mean? And then from that, you know, you had people who grew up on that type of music, like, you know, Lex and shit like that, and what they had was FL Studio, and what influenced their sound wasn't FL Studio. It was, you know, it was down south producers like Timbaland, Manny Fresh, Juicy J, and DJ Paul. You know what I mean? So nah, I definitely do not subscribe to the myth that Fruity Loops created anything. You know, Trapper, I hear you, and I like that idea, but lately I've been fucking with, when we talk about triplets on the last kick, I've been fucking with the 16th triplet. Alright, hit play, man. Thanks for coming by and trolling the shit out of me, boy. I appreciate you, dog. Talk to you later. Nah, yeah, no problem, dude. That's why I fuck with you, boy. Whoa. not making a beat around the Nexus piano. Hold on. I'm just not doing it. That sounds a little bit cooler. Songs are becoming more synthesized now. I mean, I don't know, bro. Like, yeah, I mean, dude, I've been hearing that shit for a long time, bro. Like, in 1999, 2000, Swizz Beatz and Manny Fresh were it for music production. They were they were everything. And you talk about 17 years ago. And the big like discussion was, you know, these guys are only using sound modules, which was the equivalent of plugins before there was plugins. It was like, you know, they're not using, you know, it's not hip hop. They're not using samples. They're just using keyboards. Just because you put hip hop drums under keyboards, you don't use samples. It's not hip hop. Like people were saying, the Swizz Beatz and Manny Fresh were in hip hop. So, you know, the whole synthetic sound, I mean, that's been the thing for forever. Yeah, I just recently, I mean, like, I just recently jumped up around like 165, 167. I've noticed a lot of really big records are in that wheelhouse. It's cool because you can still like use like trap type programming, you know what I mean? Like you can still work in double time and do all your rolls and stuff, and they'll still come off. Like, I mean, if you took this to 130, it would still sound dope. I'd say pop off the top of my head. Usually a lot of pop producers are actual musicians. You know, it works. It probably works at 120 too. Your boy Lil Pump's tempo. I feel like it's more elaborate, and it uses a lot of it borrows elements from different genres. So you have to be like a lot of hip hop producers I've noticed. I should just say like Kids with Daws. They can't they can't make something that they're not a fan of. You know what I mean? So whereas a pop producer, they typically can create in any genre, which is what makes good pop, is when you take stuff from other genres and then soften it up. Yeah, no, you definitely have to have more parts. You definitely got to have more parts. I mean, with this, I could arrange this into a hip hop beat right now, pretty easy. Like there's my intro. Here's my verse 1. And here I'll take the hi-hats out. Drop the kick and everything. No, it's all one interface. That shit's cool. It's whatever though. No, don't save the changes. I want to go back to this. Oh shit. I've been streaming for quite some time. I think I need to go check on my fucking girl. See what's up. Yeah, bro. But thanks for jumping in the chat, guys. I just wanted to hang out with you guys for a few hours before I fucking had to completely switch up my flow and into boarding up the house and packing up the car and fucking driving to Tampa mode, bro. But yeah, man, I'ma holler at you guys, bro.